You know, I sent a notice out to LEHAVRE today that they're already coming down now to 50% of what they originally proposed, which to me is somewhat of a joke because it's still extremely devastating to us, especially at LEHAVRE, since we've had 40% worth of increases over the last 5 years since we had to reconstruct our building. So it's almost like, I told the story a few times, they came down to 50%. It's like I went to get gas on Monday and I paid $3.99 for high test. And I was a little outraged, but then I got up Tuesday morning and I found out it was $4.29. What did they want me to thank them for the $3.99? You know, I don't get what's going on right now. I don't think anybody really gets it here. I don't think the people that are passing on the taxes actually get it. But, all right, on that note, I'm going to turn you over to the attorney for the President's Council. And go through the introductions, and then after it's all over, I think if we listen attentively, most of your questions will be answered before you get a chance to raise your hands, but we'll take questions at the end. And thanks again for coming.
Thanks, Mike. My name is HANKIN. Myself and my partner, Jeffrey MAZEL, represent the President's Council of Cooperatives. It's a large group of presidents representing cooperatives in Queens County. Tonight's meeting is very simple. It's a tax protest meeting. January 15th, the Commissioner of Finance issued what they call a tentative tax assessment. Those numbers indicate what the value of each one of your properties is worth in the county of Queens. When those numbers came out, all of us turned blue. Those numbers were unbelievable. There were co-ops, including LEHAVRE, that were assessed more than 100% over the year before. That could translate into an additional $100 or $150 in maintenance for each shareholder in a development. And when we found out about this, and when we all saw this, a task force was formed. The President's Council, along with legislative representatives from all over Queens County, met with Mr. Frankel, the Commissioner of Finance, and then they met together in a separate session with all community leaders to discuss what could be done. Because what we noticed and what we discovered was that Queens County was uniquely affected by this assessment and that no other county was being affected as drastically. Something had to be done, and your community leaders, some of them of which are here now, and some of them which will be appearing later, formed a task force, came together, your cooperative president, his board, LEHAVRE, and many others came together to do something about this. After several meetings, after several press interviews, the Commissioner of Finance decided, literally yesterday, to cap any increase in Queens County to 50%. Well, that's very nice, okay? And that's a good start, but that's not the finish, okay? And the reason why you're here tonight is because there's just so much that everybody on the panel can do without hearing from you. We can write all the letters we want. You are the people, including them, who are directly affected by what's happening. You need to write a letter. You need to become vocal. You need to tell the press, the Commissioner of Finance, and the Mayor of the City of New York that this is not going to happen. Because if this was to happen, there's no way the elderly and people who are on fixed income are going to survive in the County of Queens. That's the purpose of tonight's meeting. I want to remind everybody that you'll have a right to come up and talk about the stories that you have and how this tax can affect you. There are people in the audience that I am told are from the news, and they'll be glad to take these and hear these statements that you want to make. But it's you who have to be vocal. These are your apartments. This is your life. This is your money. There is a form outside at the desk. I'll remind you now, and I'm going to remind you at the end of this meeting, that you can sign and send to the mayor and to the commissioner, telling them that you've got a big problem with this new assessment. Something's got to be done. If you fill it out and sign it, we will mail it for you. Just fill it out and sign it, because it's important. The way we're gonna run the meeting tonight is, I'm gonna ask everybody on the dais to tell you who they are, what position they hold. I know that there are many presidents from many co-ops in the audience, and I thank them for being here. Whether or not we'll have time to actually speak to each and every one of them, I can't tell you, but the people on the dais are here to tell you what's been done, why it's been done, and what else can be done. After they're done speaking, we're going to ask anybody who's willing to come up and tell us or ask questions, if you have any questions left, to come to the front. We're going to do it one at a time. Raise your hand, we'll pick you, you'll come down, and you can make a statement. And hopefully we'll do this orderly, and we won't have anybody yelling or screaming, so that everybody can understand what's happening. This is a serious matter. We want to treat it serious. Thank you.
That's all I needed.
We're going to start by going down the line. Everyone's going to introduce themselves, and then each of them will come up and make a statement.
My name is Bob Friedrich. I'm president of Glen Oaks Village.
Jeffrey Mazel, member of HANKIN and MAZEL, attorney for LEHAVRE, and also the President's Council.
My name is Warren Schreiber. I'm president of Bay Terrace Co-op Section 1, also president of the Bay Terrace Community Alliance, and a member of the President's Co-op Council.
New York City Councilman Dan Halloran, and also a fellow taxpayer.
Once again, Mike Palladino, president of LEHAVRE Corporation.
Stanley Greenberg, the treasurer of the LEHAVRE Corporation.
Penny Westbound, the secretary of LEHAVRE.
Ted Toledo, LEHAVRE Board.